Once you've completed page 18 and checked in with Ms. Gilder and gotten approval to submit your project, you're going to go to Canvas. Remember, we're in week 9. It's important to make sure that you've completed every part of your project. It'll ask you to mark as done, and as you know, you can't move through the parts of the project until you've marked as done. So remember, these are the directions. You can click next. Make sure you have part 1 marked as done. Make sure you have part 2, calculating sale price, marked as done. Same with part 3. And remember that you cannot mark these as done until you've actually completed these parts. So part 4 is to check in with Ms. Gilder. And then the last part, step 5, is where you will submit your project. So all of the directions are here. It's important to note that if you're looking at this on Friday, October 9th, and you have missed the opportunity to meet with Ms. Gilder on this day, say it's like 3 o'clock already and you need to get it submitted in the next 15 minutes, skip slide 4, go ahead and submit your project so that way you can get a grade for it. And it's important to check this little graphic to make sure you are able to submit. So if you've checked in with Ms. Gilder, go ahead, submit. If you've met with Ms. Gilder on Zoom, go ahead and submit. If you haven't done either of those things, you need to go back to part 4 of the project by clicking this button that says Previous. Make sure that you check the rubric to ensure that you've completed all of these parts and that you're going to get as many points as possible. And then when you're ready to submit, the directions are here. So you're going to open your slides. You're going to click Share. You're going to click the button on the bottom here that says Copy Link. It'll tell you the link has been copied. You're going to go back to Canvas. When you're back on Canvas, make sure you're at the top of part 5, submitting your project. Click Submit Assignment. You'll see website URL pop up. You want to click on this. If you have a lot of documents here, go ahead and click Control V on your computer. And then you're going to click Submit Assignment. And it's really important to make sure that you submit the correct assignment. So go to Submission Details. And then you're going to check to make sure it is your Smart Shopper project. If it's not, you need to make sure that you change the link. So again, I'm going to show you how I checked to make sure I submit the correct project. So when you're on part 5, you just submit. So now it'll say Resubmit. Over here, you'll see your submission. Click on Submission Details. Your link will pop up. Go ahead and click that. And just double check to make sure that it is actually your project that you submitted. If you did not submit the correct assignment, go ahead and resubmit to make sure that you actually turn in your project. If you need any help as you're doing this, feel free to call Ms. Gilder, text Ms. Gilder, or meet with Ms. Gilder on Zoom.